How's it going, people? Salmon Slapper here, and this is your complete guide for the Tirannwn hard task set. So this is going to be a full run, although these tasks will take you some time, so yeah, it will be split up over quite a period of time. So either way, let's get started then. So skill requirements: you need 88 Summoning, 85 Slayer, 81 Divination, 77 Herblore and Agility, 76 Hunter, 75 Woodcutting, 70 Ranged and Attack. Quest-wise, you need Bringing Home the Bacon, Desert Treasure, Legacy of the Seagaze, Regicide, and Plague's End complete. Item-wise, you need either one Moss Titan, Ice Titan, or a Fire Titan pouch. You'll need a Crystal Bow, a Crystal Dagger, a Harmony Moss which you have grown yourself, one Juju Farming Pot with 3 doses, a Light Creature pouch, Bacon Mound Bread, a Chocolate Bar, a Bracelet of Clay, a Summoning Pouch of any kind. Basically, you just need to trade it in for the shards. A Blissful Shadow Claw, a Cleansing Crystal, at least 130 Slayer reward points, and you need to have caught at least 10 different types of Implins since Privthinus has come out. Or the second batch come out, I should say. So the problem with these task sets, quite a few of them you can do pretty much on the bat, so it's like straight away you can complete it, and you'll do it within 20 minutes. Others, however, will require you to wait around since you need the voice of Sarin to be in certain areas in order to do some of the tasks. And some of them are a little bit annoying and can take up some time. So either way, I'm going to put this in the easiest order possible. So we're going to start off with the ones you can do quickly. So if you've got all that stuff on you, just a heads up, basically just ignore my imagery throughout the entirety of this guide because it's going to swap around all the time. So first things first, you want to run south from the home port and then make your way west towards Morvran and into the Ioth area. And the first thing we're going to do is play this little mini game here. You don't need to play the ranked version of this mini game for the task set. You can just do the trial version, so make sure you do that. And basically all you need to do is enter. You can choose any setting you want. And all you need to do is partake in this trial version of this little minigame. So, easiest way to do this is literally just walk straight in, go through the barrier. You don't need food, you don't need armor, you don't even need weapons. All you need to do is literally participate. So as soon as you're in here, literally let them all kill you. That is pretty much all you need to do. You just need to have actually done this in the trial mode. So you just walk in and let everything pummel you to death. Simple as that. Now, depending on your level and which kind of level you actually chose, whether it's bronze, silver, gold or platinum, this will either be very quickly for you to die, or it may take quite some time. Either way, this is all you have to do for the first task. So there we go then, that is part 1 done. So as soon as you end up dying in this little trial mode, as soon as you finish doing the Morvran, you will have a task complete. So play a non-reward of Rush of Blood, Abbey Gaze. So that is 1 down. So go ahead and take your reward, if you can call it that, out of the box, and then go ahead and leave this place and get back up topside. So, once you're back up topside, whilst we're here, you want to go to your west just slightly, and then as soon as you can, just run all the way down towards your south. So in here, you'll be inside the church. You'll want to speak to Lord Ioth, which you'll find near towards the altar. All you need to do is get to this little section here, so you pretty much just press space once. And then go ahead and exit the conversation. You should have made progress towards completing the diplomatic approach up here, unless you've talked to him before, in which case you've already done that section. So with that done, you want to click on the altar to refill your prayer points. You'll also gain the bonus from the Ioth, which is the main point of what we actually need to do right now. So once you've clicked on the prayer altar, you'll gain the bonuses from said altar. All you need to do now is simply kill one of the Ironworth guards. So there should be some lurking just outside of the church. If not, then there's plenty up by Mothrun if you can't find any. So all you need to do is make sure you have that bonus from the prayer altar and simply kill any of the Ironworth guards. So as soon as you've managed to kill one of them, that'll be another task complete. So defeat an Ironworth warrior whilst under the influence of the prayer altar. Happy days. If you talk to Lord Ironworth as well, you'll be partially complete on the diplomatic approach, and we'll be completing that as we make our way around. So as soon as you're ready, you want to head over towards your west now, and circle all the way around until eventually you get to this little section here. And at the first intersection, go ahead and go east. And on the east side, in the centre of this little plateau, you'll find Lady Ithel. Go ahead and talk to her. Press space once and you should come up to these little options. Go ahead and exit it, and you should have another partially completed the diplomatic. Unless you've talked to her before, of course. At which point you want to head west back to the intersection, and then go west again. You want to equip your bracelet of clay, and go ahead and mine one soft clay. Make sure you are wearing your bracelet of clay. Soon as you've mined one of those, that'll be another task complete. So simply wear your bracelet of clay whilst you mine some soft clay. Job done. So from here you want to head just a touch to your north. At the intersection, just go north again, and you'll be in the Amloth area. So directly in front of you, you will find Lord Amloth. Go ahead and speak to him. Again, just press space once, until eventually you get to this little options section, then just exit the conversation. You should have more progress towards the diplomatic approach, of course, unless you've spoken to him before, in which case you've probably already got that part done. So whilst you're here, you want to right click on Lord Amloth and choose swap, and go ahead and trade in one of your pouches. As soon as you trade in one of your pouches for some shards, that'll be another task complete. It doesn't matter what familiar pouch you trade, just as long as you trade one. So once you've done that, you want to head to your north and then a little touch to your east to the next intersection, and then you want to head east again and pass through the barrier. This will take you in towards the shadow creatures. So the idea here is you need to simply kill these shadow creatures until eventually one of them drops your shadow core, unless of course you already own a shadow core. If you are in possession of a shadow core, all you need to do is simply click on the little vortex in the center to throw the core in, and that'll be another task complete. If you don't have a shadow core, of course, you can just kill these shadow creatures. Eventually they will drop one for you, although it does take some time, and then just trade it in like that. So as soon as you throw a blissful shadow core into the Amloth crater, that'll be another task complete. So moving on from there, you want to head back out the way you came in the northwest corner, and at the intersection make your way all the way up to the north and follow this pathway all the way around. So the next intersection up here, you want to head a touch to your south, and then over to your west, and this is where the agility course is, and there's a few things for us to do here, and this may take you some time. So first things first, you need to go through this course regularly with nothing else on you. So just simply run through the course. It's fairly straightforward, and there's not a lot to do. You basically need to click like 5 times, done. So you just need to simply complete this course, and that'll be one task done. The other part you need to do for this agility course is you also need to complete it whilst having a light creature follower. So it's simply a summoning pouch. It's quite simple to make, and all you need is one of those. Summon it, and then when it's out with you, just complete this course again, and that'll be a second task complete. And the third thing you need to do, which will take you the longest and is utterly random, it'll either take you 1 second or it'll take you half hour, is you must use one of the agility shortcuts on this course, which is utterly random when it'll appear. You'll know when it'll appear as in your chat box, there'll be a little green line, and it'll say in there something along the lines of blah blah shortcut has been opened up on the Heffin agility course. and the next time you run through, you'll be able to use said shortcut. So those are the 3 things you need to do. So you go through it once regularly, that'll unlock a task view. You go through a second time with a light familiar out, and then you need to go through it again until eventually a shortcut appears and you go through the shortcut. So this is one of the more annoying parts to do. There you go, completing it with a Heifer Agility course with your light creature familiar summoned. That'll be the task done. Completed without, and you just run through normally, there'll be another task done, and then use the shortcut will be the 3rd and final task done on this agility course. So as you can see, it says in my chat right now, a window shortcut's opened up in the Heffin Mountain. You may get a different shortcut to me, but all you need to do is simply go through said shortcut. And as soon as you do, that'll complete the 3rd task on this agility course. So now all you need to do is simply finish the course, and we are done with this little section. So as soon as you are done, you now want to run a touch to your east and over onto the agility little podium, where you can stand on all these, and you'll find Lady Heffin standing in the centre doing some dodgy poses. Go ahead and talk to her until you get the options pop up, then just end the conversation, and that'll be another part of the diplomatic approach task complete. So from here you want to head west and then north, and head into this little cross section, and then you want to run all the way north up this mountainside, until eventually come into this little house here with the corrupted Sarin stone inside. All you need to do is simply click cleanse on it, as you should have a cleansing crystal on you. And as soon as you start to do that, that'll be another task complete. If, for whatever reason, you don't have a cleansing stone on you, which you should, because if it was in the item requirements, you can buy one from the bloke right next to you in this little room. So, there's another task done. So from here, climb back down the mountain, down towards your south. And as soon as you can, head east into the little intersection. And keep going east into the Melia part. And on the northeast little island here, you'll find a little building with the herbal symbol on top of it. Inside, you will find yourself Lady Melia. Go ahead and talk to her until eventually you get to the options section. Then end the conversation. That'll be another part of the diplomatic complete for you. From here you want to run all the way down towards the southeast island, and then head south. And at the intersection go east and follow the pathway all the way around, over to the Cruis area. So the first intersection you come from, head to your west just a touch, and in the northwest corner you should find Lord Kyrus, or Cirrus. As soon as you get to the multiple options, go ahead and end the conversation, and that should be another section of the diplomatic approach complete. So from here, head back to the intersection and then follow the pathway south again. And at the second intersection, you want to head to your west to the Kadan area. And at this little intersection, you will find Tirannwn. Go ahead and speak to Tirannwn, wait till the multiple options come up, end the conversation. That'll be another part of the diplomatic approach complete. From Tirannwn's position, head west and into the building. And inside this building, you will find a little book or lectern on the north side of it. Go ahead and click on that to switch over to ancient spells. And at this point we now need to kill a Kadan elf with ancient magic. It's quite simple really. So go ahead and set up your spells. And kill one Kadan elf. It doesn't matter which one you kill, as long as you kill one of them. So, as soon as you kill one of the Garan elves, that'll be another task complete. If for whatever reason it doesn't pop up from you, try going into full manual and then just killing him that way. That should work for you if nothing else does. So as soon as you kill them all, head back to the little intersection where Tirannwn was, and then go south and make your way all the way around. At the first little intersection you come to, head south again. And you want to head into the building just a touch to your southwest. Either inside this building or just outside, you will find the lady of this little area. And you need to go ahead and speak to Lady Tirannwn, or Lord Tirannwn. Run through the chat until you get to the options, go ahead and end the conversation, and that should be the diplomatic approach complete for you. All you need to do is simply speak to all the elf lords and ladies from each of the 8 clans, and that'll be it. So it's quite simple. You should all have that done at this point. So once you've done that, you now want to head north and make your way over to Morvrun again. So from here, go west to the intersection, head north, and you'll see it a touch to your northwest. And this little task will take you a fair amount of time, as you need to complete a Slayer task that has been both extended as well as preferred. Now, the task itself doesn't have to be preferred before doing this little task, as you can just pick one up from Morvrun, and then go to the reward section, then prefer that particular task and extend that task. That'll also work. All you need to do then is simply complete that Slayer task. Hand it in, and that should be another task complete for you. So you need to both extend as well as prefer that task. So it's fairly straightforward, although that one will take you a fair bit of time. I'm not going to obviously show you all that because, well, it's a Slayer assignment, you know? Be here for ages. But in essence, get a task, extend and prefer it, complete it, and that'll be the another task complete for you. There we go. So with that done, you want to head to your south to the next intersection, then head west, and follow it all the way around again. And at this section, you now want to head west and into the large room on your west hand side. And in here you'll find the harps. So the other task you need to do here is you need to play all 4 of these harps, and you also need to tune all 4 of these harps. It's a very straightforward and nice simple thing, but if you don't know how to do it, simply click on any of the harps to keep on playing. And eventually it'll start to become out of tune. As soon as it does, just click tune on it. It'll fix the harp, and as soon as that's done, move on to the next one. And rinse and repeat until all 4 are done. That is all you need to do for this task, is simply play and repair all 4 of the harps inside this room. Nice and easy. So once you've played and tuned all 4 of the harps inside this little room, that'll be the next task complete. So that's B sharp and not flat done, happy days. So from here you want to home port back to Privthinus, so you're back in the centre of the town. And we're going to be talking to Sarin very, very briefly. So from here in the northeast corner, you'll find some stairs in this little pillar. Go ahead and climb up here. And towards the southwest of this room, you will find a shard of Sarin. It's very small, very light blue, and hard to see on any kind of detail and lighting. So once you're over here, all you need to do is simply use your bread on Sarin. So make sure you right click and use it, otherwise you're going to eat it. As soon as you do, you will unlock the title Elfborn, or at least you should do, and you'll also complete another task. So with that task complete, it's time to move on to the next one, and this you should either have already complete, or you will have to go out of your way for 10-15 minutes in order to actually complete it. So you want to run directly to your west from the centre of Privdinus, and we're heading into the Amloth area. So ignore the shadow creatures, go past the next intersection, and then head north into the Amloth section. So run past Lord Amloth and into the building in the northwest corner, and you need to have caught 10 different types of imps in order to do this and have it to work. You can check by speaking to David inside here. It's fairly straightforward. He'll give you a scroll which you can check to see how many you have complete. And as long as you have 10 or more, all you simply need to do is stand inside this room and dance. Yep, that's it. That's all you need to do for this task. So as long as you've caught 10 or more different types of implants, and they're all marked off on side that sheet, simply come in here, go to your emotes, and dance. As soon as you do, that is another task complete. And that is the end of all the straightforward, easy ones, which shouldn't take you too long. The next lot are the tasks required for the Voice of Sarin. So first off is the Iorwerth. You need the Voice of Sarin to be active within Iorwerth. You need to equip a crystal dagger, and you need to kill one of the guards, one of the Iorwerthian guards. Now this for me caused a few problems, as for some reason it wasn't registering. I killed 4 of these different guards, and for whatever reason it activated on the 4th one. Recommendations is simply equip the Elven dagger and nothing else. Turn your abilities onto full manual, and do not use any skill. That is your best bet of unlocking this, although it is kind of finicky. It seems a bit random. But in order to complete this task, just to cover it again, the Voice of Sarin needs to be active within Iorwerth. You need to equip a crystal dagger, and you need to kill an Iorwerth guard. Once you do so, that should be another task complete. So next, you need to cut yourself a magic log, as long as the Cruis has the Voice of Sarin active. So the Voice of Sarin needs to be active within the Cruis area, and all you need to do is simply cut a magic tree until eventually you get a magic log. It's very straightforward, nice and easy. Although, as it is a magic log, it'll either be instantaneous, or will take you 20 minutes. Goddamn magic trees. Seriously. So as soon as you do eventually get your magic log, that'll be another task complete. Good times. So, moving on to the next one then. You need the Voice of Sarin to be active within Tirannwn. Or, yeah, Tirannwn. Basically, the Voice of Sarin needs to be active within the Tirannwn, and all you need to do is simply mine an adamant rock or a runite rock. Either one of those will do it. So, the Voice of Sarin needs to be active within Tirannwn, and you need to mine either an adamant rock or a runite rock. As soon as you do, that'll be another task complete. Moving on to the next one, you need the Voice of Sarin to be active within the Amloth area, and you need to go up to the Amloth area, and you need to create a Titan's Constitution summoning scroll. So you need either the Moss Titan, the Ice Titan, or the Fire Titan pouch, and you need to create their special scroll. As soon as you create one of the Titan's Constitution scrolls, that'll be another task complete. Moving on to the next one then. You need the Voice of Sarin to be active on the Melia section, and you need your Juju farming pot, as well as some Harmony Moss which is being grown on one of these pillars. Pick your Harmony Moss off, and use it with the Juju farming pot to create a perfect Juju farming pot, and as soon as you do, that'll be another task complete. So the Voice of Sarin needs to be active within the Melia district. You need to grow and pick your own Harmony Moss from inside and use it on a Juju farming pot inside the Melia section to create a perfect pot, and that'll be task complete. So moving on to the next one, you need to equip yourself a crystal bow. The G'dan district needs to have the Voice of Sarin active within, and all you need to do is simply kill a G'dan elf. So for this, much like the other ones, it can be a bit finicky for some reason or other. It's recommended just to use full manual and it should complete, although it is possible to complete it on Revolution. I honestly don't know what's going on with some of these tasks. They're a bit random. But basically, as long as the Voice of Sarin is active in the G'dan section, and you use a crystal bow, and you just simply need to kill a G'dan elf, and that'll be another task done. And that is every single hard task. So at this point you should have them all complete. Me personally, at the time of making this, I don't have enough Slayer points in order to prefer and extend a Mothra and Slayer assignment, so that is my only one left. But as you can see, everything else is complete. The only thing in there is the elites. So there we go. Congratulations on your hard Tirannwn task set completion. So yeah, this one is a bit annoying. Estimated, it'll probably take you anywhere between maybe 3 and 5 hours, I guess. It's a bit random. So yeah, there we go then. Hopefully you found this guide useful, even though it was a bit all over the place because of the way these hard tasks are set out. But hopefully they helped you and you now have your hard task set complete. So until next time, people, I will catch you all later. Have a good one. Look at that pose, man. That sexy, sexy pose. Oh, you manly.